Hey guys, Brian from AV Home back here with another video. Today I wanted to talk to you about a DAC, preamp, and amplifier combination that I believe competes and probably best setups like that for double, maybe triple and above the price. And what I'm talking about is three different products from a company called Schiit Audio. And yes, it's Schiit Audio, Schiit Audio out of California. The first product right here is the Vidar amplifier. This is an AB class amplifier. The heat sinks are actually part of the chassis to keep the size down. This is a stereo amp. It does 100 watts into 8 ohms. It does 200 watts into 4 ohms. If you're using a preamp with real balanced outputs, you can put these, you can use these as monoblocks, and then you're getting 400 watts into 8 ohms. It will also drive a 4 ohm load, but you have to be careful of putting it into protection mode. But I mean, if you're driving a 4 ohm load with over 400 watts and something, you're getting pretty loud. I think you'd have to try really hard to put these into protect mode. The second one here is this guy here. This is the Saga preamp. This is basically a passive preamp. There's no gain built into here. You've got 5 different single-ended inputs. Here's on the back. Here's the inputs on the back. You've got 2 different single-ended outputs. Power switch is a toggle in the back. There's not a power switch in the front. On the front, you do have your input selector switch. You've got another button to switch between tube, buffer, and passive. And then you've got a volume knob on here. Another interesting thing about this volume is that this is a relay stepped volume, right? It's not using a volume pot. And the reason for that is to keep perfect channel level, especially when you get into lower volumes. If you're using a pot, they have a lot of times the volume will get unbalanced and they could wear out really easy. This uses a relay in there, set of relays, and as you're going up and down the volume, you'll hear those relays click, 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 clickety clacketing, kind of doing their thing to compute where the volume needs to be and keep perfect volume on your left and right channels. Pretty cool. This is now the older one. This is actually being replaced by 2 newer models. A newer tube one that comes with a different tube than this. This is like an old Russian, new old stock tube that it used to come with. Or a completely solid state one. And they changed the volume a little bit, whereas the remote used to, the volume knob didn't go up and down as you use the remote. Now it does actually has a potentiometer in there, and the volume will go up and down as you use the remote. Pretty cool. Let's talk about the remotes real quick. The remote that the Saga I have right now came with is a little credit card type remote. Not that great, but it did the job. The new remote that it comes with is this aluminum one, and it's nice. It's a billet, all one piece aluminum. Feels a lot nicer. You may see this similar remote in other products that kind of share the same remote among different manufacturers. They just pop their own faceplate on there, but it works and works good. And it's really nice quality. I've seen some manufacturers charge you $100 for a similar remote. Actually, some of them not even as nice as this. Third product I want to talk about is their newer Delta Sigma DAC. This is the Modi3, and this is $99 for this little guy. On the front, you've got your selector switch on the Modi3. You got USB on the top, Toslink in the middle, and then you've got SP-Diff on the bottom. Very simple. $99, and it sounds great. It does not do DSD. It does not do MQA. I personally don't listen to DSD. As far as MQA, I believe the Tidal app on the desktop app will do the first unfold for you. I use Rune, which does the first unfold for me, so I'm really getting almost 90% of the benefits of MQA anyway. And the whole MQA thing is still, I think, kind of up in the air as far as its future is concerned. Anyway, the thing about this combination, especially the preamp and amplifier, is this is really all you need from a preamp and an amplifier, or even an integrated amp. Just add your own DAC, add your own streamer, add a Bluetooth receiver if you wanted to. If you wanted to get into whole home audio, maybe you add a Blue Sound Node 2i to it. I use Rune. So I have this here. This is a Raspberry Pi running Root Pi A, and it's basically a Rune endpoint. And I can connect this to USB right up to the Modi3 USB, and I'm good to go. Well, all these together are about $1,100 before shipping and handling, and I can't think of a combination, integrated or separates, that can match the performance of these for even twice that amount. So I know they're not totally budget, but these can scale with really any speaker that you want to bring home and hook these up to. They will push them magnet planars, giant towers, super inefficient monitors, whatever, you name it. This system will push it and sound great. Anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to say on these three pieces of gear here. I will leave links in the description below. If you like this video, hit subscribe. If you've used these products before, maybe you have this exact same combination. Maybe you've used other Schiit products before. Tell us about it in the comments section. And thanks for watching again. Hope to see you soon. Have a great day.